I am hysterical happy to have this right here. Historically happy to have this. All right. About 3 or 4 months now, I've been steadily looking and trying to find me a gravity feed corn trailer or a auger wagon. All right. I just got it here. I went on a 10-hour round trip to who was the name? Hartley, Delaware. That's right, Hartley, Delaware. That was 5 hours north of me. I'm in Southern Virginia, right on the North Carolina line, and picked this jewel up. All right, I'm gonna go over with you what I found out that I researched on it. Found out I need something to get either pelletized hog feed to the house or shell corn. Either one. Right now, I need shell corn. It's gonna be the fall of the year before I get the funds together to buy pelletized hog feed by the ton. Either way, I've been messing with them plastic totes. They've been a pain. You've seen them on the carry-all on the back of this thing. Getting them here, working with them, it's not bad. But trying to get them loaded because the square hole in them is so small, trying to get them loaded, you spill a lot. Trying to use a 6 or 8 inch auger pipe, in a 3 foot wide hole, 4 foot wide hole. But this is just gonna get the information that I found out myself, and I'm gonna go over it. They didn't sell many of these. It's an international no.10 auger wagon. It's a few people back in some two old chats was still using theirs to feed hogs. We're putting the actual feed in here and taking it to the lot and putting it in their feeders, the big round metal feeders. These are made in very limited numbers. I can afford this one. That was the problem, is finding an auger trailer or a gravity feed trailer that I can afford. I wanted an auger trailer. And the reason I wanted an auger trailer because on the gravity feed, only thing that was gonna do for me was just get more here to the house at one time, but it won't gonna cut out no labor because I'm gonna still have to bucket and shovel it from the pan where it comes out in the bottom up to my grinder. So they won't do much for me for labor, just get it here in bulk. Well, this will get it here in bulk. And once I get that, I've got an international hammer mill from Bland Farms. I haven't been picked it up yet. That's a 4-hour ride also. I had not picked it up. That's going to be an international harvester hammer mill. And I'm going to grind cob corn and shell corn with that and then mix it in my barrels like I've been doing. So I should be able to auger the shell corn out of this, go to the bin of the combine, fill it up. It holds. I found one old sales brochure that said it held 125 bushels. I read from other people say about 100. So at least 100 bushels it'll hold. All right. I should be able to auger my shelled corn, right out of this, right into the hammer mill. And then the hammer mill should be able to just dump right into a barrel. And I dump my supplements and molasses and mineral and all that stuff in it and just take my auger and mix it all together. So the only labor I will have will be just the stir auger. The pellets is about $2.50 more per bag where I can get it by bulk than what I can make it here at the house. But what I'm making here at the house has got a lot of labor involved. But either way, I got to get it I need something to store it in. And with the pellets, I can auger the pellet feed out of here into my feed barrels. So that works. That's gonna work for the pelletized hog feed too. All right, I'm gonna go with what I'm gonna have to do to this. It's not work ready. I'm gonna go over it, go through it. I'm not gonna mess with it tonight, but I got it in here. Got a little bit of firewood in here tonight, and I'm gonna do a little welding. It's got a couple little cracks right here. I'm gonna weld that stuff up. This is supposed to have like a little sheet metal, just a little sheet metal cover over top of this. Over here, over this. That's what it's supposed to have. These bevel gears look great. They don't look like they've been used hardly none. Those bevel gears. The auger in the bottom moves with my hand right here, so that'll turn. This one will move with my hand. That's gonna definitely turn. Main thing is I got to make a clean out door because, and all this works too, the little gear mechanism to move it from side to side. All this works. It's got the original chute extension still on it, which that's gonna come in handy. That's gonna come in real handy too. Get me lower to the ground. All right. So all that still works. Like I said, it's got the original chute extension on it. It's actually 2 extensions on it, matter of fact. But all that's in good shape. There's no holes in it. The clean out door is missing. In other words, it was a clean out door here that wrapped around here. I'm gonna make one of them out of some flashing or something, where I can take it loose and clean it out. I'm gonna make one of those. I may make this sheet metal cover that went here too, where these bolts went through, cover them gears up. I may just take this off and not even worry about it. I kind of like having nothing there, so I can put some grease on them gears in there when I want to. If I got this all closed in, I'm gonna be lazy. Now I want to take them bolts loose to put no grease in on them gears. So I kind of like the idea of having this open where I can grease the gears in the bearing without dismantling nothing. All right. So another little small crack here, right here. Weld that up. And there's one rust hole in the bottom on the auger. Where's it at? Right here. I'm just gonna take a piece of metal flashing and put over that. I'm gonna either pot rivet or screw me a piece of metal flashing over top of it and just wrap it around it, basically. That's all I'm gonna do to it. I just need corn not to leak out of it. And y'all know me by now. I cannot stand this ugly rust. So it's gonna definitely be painted red and white really soon. And I'm gonna get my Maple Hunter to get me some stickers too. They should be able to still get these decals, and the number 10 shouldn't be a problem. It's one decal that goes there. That shouldn't be a problem. That's a pretty common size one. And the decal here. My stupid tail tied it down too tight and buckled it in with a strap. So I'm gonna try to get in here with a block and beat that back out best I can. I did that, binding it down with a strap because I had 5 straps on it. I put one on all 4 corners, and then one across the middle because I was, like I said, a 5-hour trip. And this thing ain't heavy. It's gonna stay hooked to the end once I get everything set up. I have not tried the PTO shaft yet to see if it'll slide, but all the U-joints and everything looks good in the PTO. There's the clip on it. That's not the original shaft. It ain't. It's not the original shaft. And then if I got to replace a bearing or 2 in the auger, I paid $350 for it. It cost me altogether about $500 to get it here to the house altogether. And like I said, that's the icing on the cake right there. That right there is the icing on the cake on this deal. I found an International Harvester one instead of some off-brand mess. It was only one more I found that I could afford, and that guy was being wishy-washy with me. The tires ain't no good. This one's okay, but we're not gonna ride it. These are 16-inch wheels. I'm gonna put 16-inch truck tires on it. That's all I'm gonna put on it. Just some old slick mess. And I'm gonna get when it's said and done, I'm gonna put a slow moving sign somewhere on the back. And I'm gonna probably get me some of them magnetic lights to put on it to flash. But this is only going to be pulled down the highway at a most 2 times a year. The idea is I'm hoping in my 2 totes, 3 totes I have, I can take this to a combine or a grain bin in the fall, fill this up, bring it home, empty it, take it back, fill it up, and have enough corn for the entire year for my pigs. Or just haul the pellets here with it and grind my cob corn as far as it'll go, and do a load or so, a ton or 2 of pellets out of this. That tire's no good completely. I said these are 16-inch wheels. I'm just gonna put 16-inch truck tires on it or some of that sort. Put a new jack on it. I ain't sure with this. This may be the plate that's on the back. This may be the piece that goes back here. That may be that piece or something or another. I ain't sure. That may be with this bolted up. I don't know. That was just laying up there. But overall, the thing's in pretty decent shape. Like I said, I'm gonna get it back up to par. I'm just hysterical to have this thing here and for it to be a nice harvest on top of it. That was just the icing on the cake there. Found one that I can afford to get either corn or feed here to the house. And I said the M lives outside, and I'm gonna make a top. I'm gonna make a little top for this to go on top of this some sort of way. I ain't got that far yet, but I'm gonna get it covered with something or another. Might have that's an angle line there, but anyway, I want to show y'all this here. This is Sunday. I'm uploaded the same night. I got some mechanical videos that I've took and I ain't uploaded. I just saved them for when I ain't got nothing else to upload to kind of keep the channel happy and say, hey, hello, I'm still alive. How y'all doing? But the M and the 230 will be using this because these two don't, especially the M, it ain't got a lot of use in the wintertime, especially. I don't use this tractor nowhere near as much as I do my 140 or the Super A. So this will probably be the feed tractor probably. But stay tuned. I'll keep y'all with the progress. I guess I'm gonna paint. I'm gonna go through it. I'm gonna fix everything. Patched a couple of little spots up. Do the little welding on it, and just go all the way through it. Change the tires out on it, and I'm gonna probably paint it while it's in here before I use it because I got enough feed here at the house for more than 4 weeks, over a month. I got over a month worth of feed here. But I got to be pretty quick on it because the corn's disappearing. That's something else I want to point out to the people. Where not ain't no corn belt. There's hardly no corn here. That's why I'm gonna grow a lot of my own this year. I think that's a lot of reasons. No pigs in my area neither. Nobody has a pig. Everybody's got cows. There's cows everywhere you look. There's also no corn either. And most people that grow a little bit of corn here, they got to have it for the grind with their feed for the cows. It's really nice. It's no corn here hardly at all. I got a couple of leads, and I'm just hoping that I'm going to get enough to make it to the fall. Hoping, but when I say no corn here, it's none at a decent price. I can drive and buy that deer corn stuff, but if I'm gonna buy deer corn for $10 a bag, I'm gonna pay $10.50 and buy hog feed that's ready to go. If I can't get it for corn for $5 or $6 a bushel, it's just not worth me even grinding it. It's not. But anyway, y'all enjoy this thing here, and I'll keep you up to date on it as I'm going along. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you ain't. I want to mention this before anybody else mentions it in the comments, but it was not very many of these made at all. It is I found one sales brochure on this. There's no owner's manuals available. You can Google this thing. It is no information hardly available. It's 1 or 2 forums on that Red Power Roundup, Red Power Magazine, Red Power something another, or 2 other guys that own one of these. It's nothing out there on these. So it couldn't not have been many of these made. I looked at a John Deere one also, and the guy, he hauled me around on it, and I just forget, you know what, we ain't wearing with it. going to take a 10-hour ride and get this one of them knows available. And there was another off-brand when I looked at in Carolina that was rough shape, really rough. The whole auger tube needed patching. It was rusty cleaning too back here. That tells you who had the butter steel. This was from early 60s. That's right, this is from the early 60s. I don't know why these things wouldn't have caught on. I really don't. I don't understand that. That'd have been this thing here would have been the cat's meow for grain farmers, small grain farmers, and for small farmers. Period. With feeding animals with. Anyway, so you can shoot that off. You can shoot that back in there and circulate the corn if you wanted to. That auger twist back in there, you can circulate it if you want it. Anyway, I'm gonna add that in there too. I want many of these made. It ain't hardly no information, no owner's manuals, no nothing. The only reason I know the bushel capacity because I did stumble upon one of the guys out of the two still had the original sales brochure from theirs, where their dad brought it brand new in the early 60s. And it's got in the sales brochure, it says 125 bushels. And they did offer optional dividers here too. You can divide it in the middle in the two compartments, and they made one where you can divide it into 3 ways in the sales brochure. And that extension chute was optional. Also, I'm glad somebody took that option. Anyway, I'm gonna add that in.